Yeah, guys, good afternoon. My name is Miracle Ozie. Welcome to this afternoon show. And here with me is
Pastor Kingsley.
Pastor Kingsley. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Pastor Kingsley, I have some few questions I want to ask, and it's regarding Christianity.
Okay.
Number one is this: is it proper for ladies to wear trousers to church, like normal worship? Is it proper?
Thank you so much for your question. Now, there are a few different schools of thought on the issue. Now, I think I would like to answer this question this way. Is it proper for them to wear trousers at all? The reason why we said so is because, or I said so is because I sincerely know that the God right there in the church hall is the God outside there when you leave the church hall. And Christianity doesn't just happen in a church service, it's life. And so if it's your life through, it's supposed to be your life anywhere and everywhere. Now, I take it for granted that we appreciate that there are clothes you wear outside there as for social gatherings. And of course, there's a difference between the social gathering clothes and the ones you use at home, like indoor wears. But be that as it may, is it proper for a lady to wear trousers to church, maybe on Sunday? And I would say, is it proper for a lady to wear the same trouser, maybe to meet someone of high importance? If it is proper for a lady to wear trousers to meet someone which she assumes is of high importance for her, maybe a governor, a minister, whatever, then consider it also being proper. Now the reason is this: God rather have no double standards.
Okay.
What applies right here in the streets applies right there in the church hall, because the God of the Jews is the God of the Gentiles, and so he's going to judge everyone by the same standard.
So you're just making everything more complicated.
Thank you so much.
Just go straight to the point. And in simple terms, is it proper for Christians, or for a believer to wear trousers?
Thank you so much. I had to make it a bit complex before we.
But why would you have to first of all make it a bit complex? Why?
Very simple. You see, brother. Most times we always like an answer of yes and no.
Straight points.
Yes, and the thing is, that answer doesn't always fit suit all situations. You know why?
Why?
It was proper just during this protest for a dear man of God called Prophet Elbuba over there at Plateau State with the foreign minister to join in protests. He's a good Christian. He led the protests. Now, it was improper for me down here in the east to do the same. You know why?
So what you're trying to say in essence is that it depends on the situation. Then wearing trousers might be proper and at the same time might be improper. Is that what you're trying to say? Thank
you so much again for your question. You see, as I said before, I'm trying to avoid that. Is that yes or no? Now let's put it very simply. The answer to this question is simple. When purpose is known, right, abuse is not possible. But when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. What that means is that the essence for clothing should actually be defined. When we define why we wear clothes, then we define which one is proper or not. Is that okay? And the second reason for clothing is for moderation. So if these two purposes are kept in perspective, then the issue of it being trouser or skirt will actually be put into place. Again, there are two reasons for wearing clothes. One, to cover the nakedness, and two, for moderation, that's to look good. So if these two things are put in place, then the issue of the trouser will not be the main focus, but whether this clothing satisfy the issue of covering of your nakedness and advancing your beauty. That's all it goes to say in the area of clothing.
But do you know that somehow I'm not still satisfied with.
Okay.
Is it proper for a Christian to wear trousers to church on a Sunday morning? You dress up on trousers and go to church. Is it proper? Now, from what you just explained now, I can say, okay, you are talking about moderation, but your answer is neither yes or no.
Thank you so much. I'm not talking about purpose. It's like saying, is it proper for someone to eat egusi soup when the sun is hot? Is that okay? Now the answer is not yes or no. It is an issue of the person's need for the food.
Okay. In general, is it proper?
Can I ask you a question now to answer you?
To ask.
In general, is it proper for someone to eat egusi soup on a hot afternoon?
It depends.
That's the answer. Now you give it to me.